Hey, my name's Aaliyah, and I'm here to help you all know an appropriate way to communicate with comments that you feel are inappropriate and unjust. We believe that conversations on all topics are important to have, but we also believe in respectful debate, so I'm here to help guide you on letting go of the fear to speak up and how we should go about addressing these topics in schools so that you can get your point across. Today, we will run through a scenario in a classroom setting. This scenario will have redos and alternate routes, so make sure you pay attention.
Oh God, another Black Lives Matter protest. They keep thinking white people have kept them down, but really they're just lazy, vicious, and cause havoc. And that's why they can't have a better community.
Oh no, why would he say that about them? I wonder if everyone feels that way. They probably don't, but no one's standing up. Maybe I shouldn't either. I don't want to be seen as one of those kids. What? Christine and Tony think he's off base too. Then why didn't they say anything?
Now, pause. Why didn't anyone stand up and call the teacher out? One reason no one called him out is because of the psychological term bystander effect. This effect means that individuals are less likely to offer help to a victim when there are other people present. The greater the number of bystanders, the less likely it is that one of them will help. This isn't good at all, so many people are left hurt and alone because no one thought to take it upon themselves and help. Also, people are afraid of being that kid, but really, what's wrong with being the kid who cares about protecting other people's identity? Plus, you may be teaching the class something. The more people think of it like this, the more speaking out will be normalized. So, let's try the scene again, shall we?
Oh God, another Black Lives Matter protest. They keep thinking white people have kept them down, but really they're just lazy, vicious, and cause havoc. And that's why they can't have a better community.
Mr. Anderson, that's not fair for you to say. Many black people have shaped this country, and practically all of the challenges they face are because of white people keeping them down since forever.
Well, Michael, maybe if you read the history books, you'd see how much white people actually helped them after a bit to make up for everything.
I have read, Mr. Anderson, but I went even further than the textbooks and I found out the hidden information. I suggest you do that too, because you're sounding like a...
Get out of my classroom!
Hey, it's me again. So, things escalated really quickly there, and got even more disrespectful than it already was. But this time, the student disrespected an adult, which means the student will 100% be punished in some way. That's why we can't get angry and disrespectful even if they disrespect you or a whole group, because you'll be the one getting in trouble. On top of that, very important conversation will never finish, meaning you educated no one. It's not weak to be calm. It's actually the most powerful thing you can ever be. Okay, now that we know, let's try again.
Well, Michael, maybe if you read the history books, you'd see how much white people actually helped them after a bit to make up for everything.
Look, Mr. Anderson, I don't want to disrespect you, as you are my teacher, but I gotta say, yes, people have helped black communities, but very minimally. Truly, they've done more harm than good, because any time they see black communities rise up, the white man tears them down. For example, Black Panther Party helped so many people of color, but when the government saw this, they made a whole FBI force to take them down. On top of that, Black Wall Street was one of the most promising black communities ever and got torn down by the white man. They also planted crack into black areas, making them look lazy and no good, but when the crack went into directions of white people, it became a health issue and not their fault. And if people truly do good for lower-income communities and give them computers or something, and the people steal the merchandise or destroy it, you've got to remember, they've been pushed aside, hurt, and belittled for so long. They don't feel like they have a purpose anymore besides surviving and trying to get money somehow. That's an even more common philosophy due to gentrification, which is pushing black people into harsher environments, might I add. And what advocate would I be if I didn't bring up cops who are constantly targeting them because they're threatened by their color, making their lives even harder? So please don't say those things about them because it's not right.
He's right. Black people practically made this country, and all we do is treat them like dirt.
Look at this amazing discussion we're having now. I'm glad I spoke up.
Wow, you guys educated me. I hadn't known all of that. I'm so sorry for what I said.
Now, unfortunately, that might not be the ending that you get. Not everyone will agree with you after an argument.
Well, I'm the adult, Michael, and I've lived longer and have experienced the world firsthand. You all think you know everything, but you don't.
Hey, Michael, wait. I just wanted to say thank you for opening my eyes today. I live in a pretty racy house, so learning all that meant a lot.
You see that? Your main target might not have been reached, but any target broken through is amazing. Now, some words of advice. The best way to keep cool when you're so passionate is to understand why the person may think the way that they do. Many things can affect judgment, so take that into consideration when you argue. Some comments won't be as outright inappropriate as this example comment, but even for the subtle ones, speak out. It never hurts to have a class discussion. Lastly, sometimes when you speak out, you may be in the wrong, but don't let your pride stop you from speaking out, because it's better to learn than to sit in ignorance. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take these tips to heart and have a great day.